everyone.
What's up guys, Unofficial MCU here. Hope you're all doing well, and in today's video we are going to be discussing an official announcement for Sony Pictures and KRAVEN the Hunter as it gets an official Netflix streaming release date. The whole Sonyverse, whatever you want to call it, has been very much in a bit of a flux, and last that we had known and discussed here on the channel is that it seems that Sony Pictures is putting it to rest finally, and they don't really seem to have any future plans for their Sony Spider-Man universe without a Spider-Man. It's really just the Sony villains, kind of with Morbius and Venom and, well, now KRAVEN the Hunter as well. Also Madam Web, but we don't talk about that. Anyway, we're going to go ahead, we're going to hop right on into it, kind of break it all down for you guys with everything that we know and everything that we'd be anticipating right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing all types of Marvel-related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So, if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Also, be sure to hit that little notification bell right next to it to be notified for when we have new videos dropping here on the channel almost on the daily. There is a lot of Marvel news to keep up with. It's exactly why we're here, is to keep you guys updated with everything, not just that, but also break it down for you guys. As always, I really appreciate all of the support. Okay, so in this video, we are going to be taking a quick read from the Direct's article as an overall garnering source. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. KRAVEN the Hunter is walking in the footsteps of another Sony Spider-Man universe movie with its recent Netflix streaming release date announcement. Spider-Man's a big game hunter villain finally got the big screen treatment in 2024 with the kick-ass star Aaron Taylor Johnson taking the role of the iconic Marvel character. It's not his first time dabbling around in the Marvel universe, with him playing, of course, Quicksilver in the Age of Ultron and being a part of technically the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The movie has had a much documented journey to this point, as it became one of the most worst reviewed superhero movies of all time, unfortunately, bringing to a close Sony Pictures' Spidey villain-based ventures and prompting the studio to entirely rethink their superpowered strategy moving forward. The way I've kind of described these movies, especially KRAVEN the Hunter here on the channel, because I really wanted the KRAVEN the Hunter movie to be good, I mean the trailer made it look really good of course as well, is that it's like watching a kid ride a bike and they kind of just keep falling off, and that's kind of how we feel about Sony Pictures. Mere months after it had debuted in theaters of last year, KRAVEN the Hunter's streaming release has officially been confirmed. According to Netflix's own Tudum blog, KRAVEN the Hunter will release on Netflix on Thursday, March 13th of this year. This comes roughly 90 days after its theatrical release, December 12th, which is exactly the same theatrical to streaming window as other fellow 2024 Sony Spider-Man Universe film, Madam Web. This 90-day window is not something that exists across Sony Pictures' catalog. It's just something that the studio has used for their last two Spider-Man Universe films. KRAVEN will arrive on Netflix significantly quicker in comparison than other tentpole Sony Pictures releases like last year, like It Ends With Us, The Bad Boys Ride or Die, and Venom: The Last Dance. Those movies were more successful, and they just took more time to come to streaming because of that. One can also assume that this rush to get the film to streaming was a result of its lackluster box office performance and poor critical reception, unfortunately, as Sony Pictures aims to leave the film in the rear view as best as it can and to really just strive forward and move forward. From there, the question's kind of posed. It's been posed for quite some time and has kind of been thrown around a little bit, I feel like, in the last couple of years. Sony Pictures has set up this kind of cool, but it's not very successful and it's just not very good Sony villain universe without a Spider-Man. When are they going to integrate many of these characters into an actual bigger, better universe like the Marvel Cinematic Universe is a bit of the question. Well, let's start with KRAVEN the Hunter. What's next for KRAVEN the Hunter? Are they going to be doing more with him? Probably in another, universe. Maybe bring him into the MCU, via multiversal shenanigans, similar to how we saw Venom in Spider-Man No Way Home. While streaming on Netflix is usually the end of a movie's journey these days, as that often comes after it has wrapped up in theaters, the hit PVOD, and come to another streamer, that is not the case with KRAVEN the Hunter. Netflix is just the first streaming stop for the superpowered Sony film. Sony Pictures has a deal in place with Disney as well, allowing its Marvel movies to come to Disney Plus roughly 18 months after they arrive on Netflix. So sometime by the end of 2026, beginning of 2027 is actually where we would be able to see this movie movie arrive onto Disney Plus as well, which opens a gateway and a bit of the door for how Marvel Studios and how Disney is able to use these characters in some of their own projects. That's a whole different deal kind of that they have set, and it gets a bit confusing with the contracts and everything of that nature, but it's very similar to how it's a shared rights essentially between Tom Holland's Spider-Man character and how Marvel is able to use them, Marvel Studios, and how Sony Pictures is able to use them essentially. Thus far, fans have seen this happen several times with the Venom movies and Morbius as well, and Madam Web, again, we don't talk about that one, it's still awaiting its Netflix debut. That means audiences can likely expect Kraven the Hunter to come to Disney Plus sometime in September of 2026, exactly, after it has spent a significant amount of time on Netflix before that. But even then, I feel like a lot of people have been canceling their Netflix subscriptions, so let me know down in the comments down below if you still have yours. Honestly, I don't really know if there's anything that great to watch on Netflix these days anymore, but that's another discussion. The movie will join the likes of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy, the Amazing Spider-Man movies, and Tom Holland's trio of wall-crawling epics among Disney Plus's web-slinging portfolio. It will just be some time before that happens though, however. If Kraven hits that September 2026 release window, it should come right on the back of the momentum left from Spider-Man 4 actually, which is set to debut at the end of July of 2026. So it would be riding a little bit of a wave, but even then, it's so far out, who's to say that those same deals and those same structures and those same contracts are still going to be left to stand. It feels like every couple months there's something that goes into a bit of a flux and goes a bit up into the air when it comes to Spider-Man characters, Spider-Man universe character rights between Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures. Let me know what you guys all think in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial MCU. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Different theories as well, I'm all ears. Let's discuss. I love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Leave a like on today's video as it really does help out the channel. I really appreciate it. Stick around here on the channel, Unofficial MCU, by hitting that subscribe button and notification bell to be notified for when we have new videos dropping here on the channel, almost on the daily. There's a lot of Marvel news and craziness that has been going on. That's exactly why we're here, is to keep you guys all updated on all of it and explain it all. Also check out our merch shop, linked in the description down below or to the channel. Also use codes Team Iron Man or Team Cap in all caps depending on what team you are a part of to get 10% off of your order. I'll be updating and dropping new designs on a regular basis, so make sure you check it out. It can make a perfect gift for someone else or even for yourself. With whatever way you support the channel, I really deeply do appreciate it. Whether it's simply watching today's video or purchasing one of our products, thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. Remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Peace out.